My name is Vinit Parida and I'm working within Work Package 3 about international links and ICT. We have been looking into how manufacturing companies can be more globally competitive, and this is quite challenging for many when the main way to achieve competitiveness is moving more and more towards price competitiveness. And one way most companies are exploring differentiating themselves from the competition is to look into developing service business, because this provides an opportunity for them to co-create value rather than just to produce value. But offering product services globally is quite challenging, because you need to offer customized value to each customer, and to be able to do that you don't need to only have superior products but also a very efficient and responsive delivery organization, which may be something they may not have in each region. One of the main shortcomings most of these companies have is related with lack of business models. So this is an issue that is core to our research, and we have looked into how companies can improve their business model. If we specifically talk about what has been some key learnings within our project, then one thing I could definitely highlight here would be to say that when we work with business models and we are working with in a global setting, what this requires is that you work with multiple actors and align one company's business model with other actors' business models. I can give you maybe 3 to 4 examples from the region that we specifically have looked into certain ecosystems of multiple actors coming together and exploiting a new business opportunity. One example can be connected with Boliden, which is a mining company located in North, and what they are looking into is that how can they have suppliers of equipment coming together and providing them with a innovative business model, in this case maybe performance-based outcomes. So we have looked into how Volvo Construction Equipment, Metso, and ABB could be actors that work together, align their business model, and offer something to the mine operators, Boliden, to achieve higher output or productivity. Another example, which is specifically on the SMEs from the region, is that many of the SMEs in the region are quite competitive when it comes to offering unique and specialized services. And quite often what they need to do is to team up with other actors in the region. For example, a large manufacturer of a product, for example, they could actually take ABB's product and install it in a operational setup and ensure that it performs to the way it needs to perform. So in order to do this, we have supported companies with developing unique capabilities. We have actually worked with developing 4 different capabilities. However, I give example of one of them, which has to do with digitalization capability, which is to ensure that you create smart and connected products and use that as an enabler for more responsiveness within your offering. And this is a way for them to also achieve more efficient and cost-efficient way to offer products and services. Another example of a result from our study has been on risk management. Risk management is a very important thing, especially when you're working with innovative business model, because you don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. This is probably a fatal flaw in most of the business model when they're trying to explore new opportunities. And what we try to figure out is that we try to work with different type of contingency models. So we worked with 3 type of risk approaches. One has to do with risk reduction. There are cases where you shouldn't take risks because this doesn't deem sufficient for you to explore. In other cases, you may actually team up with other actors and engage in risk sharing kind of activity. And a third case could be something we call as risk premium or risk retention, because you believe that the revenue generated from this kind of a offer would be sufficient or attractive enough to actually for you to retain the risks. And I think companies need to work with these different approaches depending upon the business opportunity they're exploiting.